Hey friends, Hal here. Layla. We're going to talk about Layla today. Let's just get right into it. We're going to do some simple open position chords for that chorus, so you can see how to do that. We're going to do the bar chords. We're going to zoom in on the right hand, we're going to zoom in on the left hand, and hopefully that detail will help you out so you can play Layla like a boss. All right, let's get right to it. This is a D minor chord, and I don't usually play it this way, but I'm going to show you a simple way to play Layla. Just like that, okay? So let's talk about the chords here for Layla. We've got a D minor, first fret, E string. I'm going to use my first finger. Second finger will be on third string up, second fret. Third finger will be on third fret up, second string. I'm going to play 4 strings. Then we're going to go to a C chord. This is just a basic open position C chord. First fret, second string. Go up to the 4th string, second fret, and the 3rd fret, 5th string. Maybe I should say it every time, like string and fret or something. There's my C chord. And I'm playing 5 strings. Okay, there's 2 strings that are open, high E string and your G string. Now for the B flat chord, I'm going to use a really simple way of doing this. I'm just going to put my 3rd finger, this one, I'm going to lay it down just like that. And I've got my hand in this position, and I've got my thumb over the top because I'm muting those 2 strings. And I'm muting the E string. So these 2 are muted. Those 3, it's like an A chord, right? But up a fret. But I have to mute the open E, the high E, the low E, and the A string to get that sound. Okay, so it's like D minor, C, B flat, C, D minor. That's our intro right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do open A, play the open A string, then the 3rd fret on the A string, and then you go to D minor. C, B flat, C, D minor, and this is just a loop. You do it 3 times. And then we play A, C. I'm not sure how to get around this. This is going to be a C sharp minor. Okay, this is going to be a little bit more difficult for the beginner. C sharp minor chord. This is a bar chord. It's like an A minor chord, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4 frets up. And you have to play the A string and the E string on the 4th fret. I play it with my index finger, with my first finger, like that, right? And then the A minor, like this. So there's your A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's your chord. You play 5 strings. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Let's see here. We're playing the intro. Oops, I made a mistake there. C, A, C, C sharp. What do you do when you get lonely? So we start with a C sharp minor chord. Talked about that just a couple minutes ago. That it's like an A minor chord on the 4th fret with a bar, picking up those 2 notes. Now we're going to do a bar chord on the 4th fret. It's a G sharp chord. Here's a G, right? It's like a, sounds the same, only it's 1 fret up. And it's like an E chord, 1, 2, 3, 4 frets up, And then you have to cover the E string, the B string, and the E string, those 3 strings with this finger. And then you drop in your E chord there. What do you do when you get lonely? C sharp minor. No one's, and then we go to a C. Waiting by your side. So on that second line, you can get my lead sheet at Patreon. And the link is in the description below. No one's waiting by your side. C sharp minor, C, D, E. I love to play the D like this because I don't have to move this finger at all, my index finger. See that? Now, if you've never done this D chord before, I love this D chord because it's easy to play once you get used to it. The D7 looks like that. If you just drop your little finger right there, there's your D chord, D7D. So C, D, E. E7, you pick up your ring finger. And then F sharp minor. You've been running. F sharp minor, it's like an E minor chord. Up 2 frets, bar. You've been running. B chord. This is like an A chord. Up 2 frets, got the bar covering the A and the E strings. You've been running. E, hiding much too long. A, I do it with 1 finger because it's easy. F sharp minor. You know it's just your foolish pride. E. And that's the end of the verse. Now, on the lead sheet, I have a B7. You've been running, which is actually a great chord too, which is instead of a like this. And when I play this, I'm really playing my B note right there on the 2nd fret, A string, 5th string up, and then I'm going like this and covering those 3 notes with my ring finger, and my finger doesn't bend very easy going backwards, and so this E string winds up being muted. You've been running, hiding much too long. Right that? You've been running. Here's it with the B7. You've been running. This is like an A7 chord. Okay, up 2 frets with a bar. You've been running, E, hiding much too long. A, F sharp minor. You know it's just your foolish pride, Layla. You got me on my knees. This is just like the intro, isn't it? So this is really the chorus, the beginning. Oops, sorry. So it's really the chorus. Layla, you got me on my knees, Layla. I'm begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Lost my concentration. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? A, C, I try to give you consolation when your old man will let you down. E7, E chord is here. I did this before, but I didn't really explain it. You just pick up your ring finger, and then you got an open D string right there. Really nice E7 chord. Like a fool, fell in love with you. You turned my whole world upside down, Layla. You got me on my knees, Layla. I'm begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? C, A, C, C sharp. Let's make the best of the situation, G sharp. Before I finally go insane. E7, please don't say the never find a way, and tell me all my love's in vain. Lay, the A chord again. Love, you got me on my knees, Layla. Begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Layla, you got me on my knees, Layla. I'm begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Okay, that's the easy way to do that chorus. All right, let's talk about the more difficult way to do it. And what I do it like this. Now you can decide which way you want to do it, but I like this way better because I've got the bass note to C, which we did here too. But then we didn't have the bass note, which is that B flat, on that B flat chord that just has those three notes right there, like an A chord. Now what I do is do a bar chord, D minor, which is like an A chord, up on the 5th fret. C chord on the 3rd fret, it's like an A chord. This is a B flat chord. 1st fret on the A string, 3rd fret, D string, G string, B string. And I don't worry about that high E string. It's just muted. Mess that up. Okay, that's what we do. A, C. Okay, right there. What do you do when you get lonely? All this is the same. No one's waiting by your side. Now that's what I do instead of when I've got that no one's waiting by your side. I do like this. No one's waiting. C, D, E. That's the way I do it. You've been running, hiding much too long. You know it's just your foolish pride, Layla. You got me on my knees, Layla. Begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? It's A, C, try to give you consolation when your old man let you down. Like a fool, I fell in love with you. You turned my whole world upside down, Layla. You got me on my knees, Layla. And you've seen that before, so that's how I do it. That's the whole thing. At the end, darling, won't you ease my mind? And you can do a D minor chord like that on the 10th fret. Looks like an E minor. And then you got your D note right there on top. Right? Okay, let's look at the strum. Since we did the this part, I'll show you the strum for that one first. Now this, I can't get around getting that C sharp minor right there unless you do it without the right? But you need to learn your bar chords. So anyway, that's what we do. 4 strings, C. Right here, I'm muting, remember I'm muting those low A string and that high E string, the E and the A strings and the high E string. And I don't try to hit everything, just try to pick up those 3 strings right there. Right? Okay, so when we do it this way, what I try to do is not hit that low E string, like that. But sometimes you wind up hitting it. So this finger right here, it touches that E string very lightly. So in case I hit it, it just... And I'm palm muting back here. Right? Let's go from... What do you do when you get lonely? No one's waiting by your side. You've been running, hiding much too long. You know it's just your foolish pride. Layla, you got me on my knees, Layla. Begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Tried to give you consolation when your man let you down. Like a fool, I fell in love with you. You turned my whole world upside down. Layla, you got me on my knees, Layla. Okay, so that's what we do. Now at the end, Layla, this is the ending. Darling, won't you ease my worry mind? So there you go. There's Layla. Thanks for coming by. Don't forget, I've got a Patreon page. You can go see me over there. And I've got tabs and lead sheets and things like that over at Patreon. And just, if you don't see what you're looking for, just message me and I'll see if I've got it. And we can shoot it to you. All right. That's all I have today. We'll talk to you later. See ya. Layla, you got me on my knees, Layla. Begging, darling, please, Layla.